So welcome back to Tea Time with the Doc. Here we have Kenia Nunez, and we're going to keep on asking her more questions to learn more about her. So we know that you work with our community, and I know especially you've been focused in our Latino community. And in our foundation, and Nino La Caridad, we have the honor to have you soon working with our girls. So can you tell us a little bit about that? How do you feel? How excited you are working with our community?
I am so excited to be working with your community. It's truly an honor and a privilege. And the Bronx is very near and dear to me because my husband had a business in the Bronx, several businesses. So just coming into this area is just very special. And particularly working with the Latino community, where sadly Hispanic girls are number one in terms of suicide attempts. They're the highest in terms of statistics attempting suicide. And that is a very tragic statistic for any girl. But what's happening with our Hispanic girls, that's really something that we need to tap into. And I truly believe that self-care is part of the solution, a huge part of the solution, because when there's inner peace, there's world peace. And it's super important. There is an opportunity to teach these girls something that they have probably never been exposed to. So I'm very, very excited about that.
I think all of us as pediatricians also, knowing that you're going to work with our community, with our patients at Nino La Caridad, I think we're thrilled. Thank you so much for even thinking about that and helping us create this program at Nino La Caridad.
Thank you
very much.
It's truly a privilege. I am so excited, and it's really going to be such a testament to what I am teaching when I get the feedback from those kids, letting all of us know, right, how it's made a change in their lives. That's truly where the impact is going to be felt, and I'm really excited about that.
Thank you.
So I'm really surprised that Latinas are such a high statistics for suicide. I didn't realize that. What are some of the tips that you can give someone who is depressed?
Thank you for asking, because I think that's one of the most important questions that we need to ask ourselves as a society. Like, what can we do, right, for ourselves? And I was also in that place where I was in a very dark place, and this is prior to my husband getting cancer. Yeah, so I was in such a bad place that I no longer wanted to live. And the worst advice I could get from people was not to feel that way, because life was good. Life was not good, and I didn't know why. Yes, from the outside looking in, everything looked perfect, but I was still sad.
Right.
So what I say first and foremost is feel what you feel. You're entitled to feel, and I think as doctors you can agree, right? Like, it's feel what you feel. And then the most important thing is, sometimes you can't help yourself, so you need to reach out to others. So for me, the G in Savvy Gems is really one of the most critical ones, like guidance. Like, you need guidance, and you need, whether it's a therapist, a pastor, reaching out. If it's a weight issue, reaching out to a nutritionist, really empowering yourself. YouTube has a wealth of information, right? We live in a society where the world is at your fingertips. Research and be your own best advocate. And action truly kills fear. So once you're taking action, you're moving forward, and you will no longer feel like you are powerless. You will actually feel empowered. So take action.
Thank you.
Do you think that we have, as a Latino community, us women, we don't reach out? Do you feel that that's high in us, that we don't reach out as much as we need to?
I truly, personally, I believe so. And sometimes in talking to so many women, I've coached hundreds of women, especially Latinas, I almost feel like it's a generational curse, where we are raised, the majority of us, to do for others, and do so much that we forget about ourselves. And then, yes, that's beautiful and selfless, but if we're left resentful and angry, then what are we teaching our children? To grow up resentful and angry, and we're not empowering them to be healthy and mindful adults. So I truly believe that, and this is why I want to teach these younger teenagers, because you have to get it right from the start. The earlier you get it, the less of the struggle when you enter adulthood.
So Kenia, why do you think it's hard for women in general to just express their feelings?
That's a great question. I feel that it's hard for any woman because sometimes we're not even aware that we have self-worth issues. When we're younger, we talk about self-esteem and we talk to our young girls. But as women, with all the things that we encounter through our life, we end up in this place where we feel worthless. You know, society tells us, social media tells us we should look a certain way, act a certain way, be a certain way, be traveling here, be happy, you know, all these things. And although we're smart enough to understand that none of that is real, we fall into the trap, and it becomes this vicious cycle of worth. And when we're not, you know, following somebody else's path or really living our best life, whatever that looks like, we begin to feel worthless, and we just do the best for others and we forget about ourselves. So I think for all women, we struggle with that, and it's important to figure out what our core values are, what is important to us, and really follow suit in that way, because when we get wrapped up with what others are doing, I think that's really where it takes a toll on our self-esteem, and that's where depression happens, and it really contributes to us spiraling to a dark place.
Newcomers, just want to mention a little bit about what Tea Time with the Doc is. We're a group of physicians, pediatricians at Nino Pediatrics, and we had an idea of getting together and talk about some information and give some health education via videos that we actually show in our website and some of their social medias like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And on these videos, we have we want it to be like a two-way where we ask questions, we give you information, and we let you guys ask questions through Facebook if you want, or Instagram or Twitter. So whenever you can, please go to our social media, and you know, you can ask us questions about this video, you can ask us questions about the previous ones. See you next time. Bye.